Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lyndsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back, guys. So I thought I'd do a birthday podcast. I'm 44, can you believe it? I still feel like I'm 21 in my mind, but my body tells me otherwise because yes, I'm getting wrinkles. Yes, I'm getting some odd grey hairs. Yes, I get aches. My knees ache. Everything aches. I think sometimes we carry on as like we don't recognise that we get older, and we just carry on because that's all we know sometimes, don't we? Is just carry on, just spin those plates, just work like mad. But we are getting older, and I'm still in having a younger child. I'm in a carer's role, so I'm still doing a lot for my son as well. But I thought I'd just do a little podcast today on gratitude and where I'm up to now, and it's so important to sit and be grateful at, I think, every birthday at where you are at. Because I think in my 20s, you don't actually, I think when you're at school, you know what you want to be and what you want to do, well, most people do. But you don't really think about relationships. You just think you're just going to go along with it, or if you get a boyfriend, but you don't really think about marriage and, and children. And I never thought that until I met my husband, who's my husband now. Because I think I knew I was manifesting the right person. I feel like you know when you know who the right person is. But we all have dates and relationships, and yeah, and that's how we learn, I feel. All my past has took me to here, because I know what I won't accept from a relationship. I know what I deserve, and I get all that, and I wouldn't expect anything less. But only because I've got that and I've received that. We've all received different things from different relationships, but we do get to an age where we feel like, you know what, it's either be in a relationship or be on my own. And it's okay to be on your own, because I've had friends that have been married, divorced, the solo parenting. I have friends that don't. I have actually got friends that don't have children. Not everybody's got children. You can still be friends with people that don't have children. But it's just having the gratitude. I'm very much on my gratitude. I'm always doing my gratitude books. I'm always doing my planning all the time. And we all say that saying, another year older, but so much wiser. And we do get wiser as we get older. Recording this is still Thursday, so I'll be putting it out for my birthday. So by the time you listen to this, it will be the 1st of May. So thank you, Mum, for giving me... I love the 1st of May. I don't know what it is. I just love it. But it's not a bank holiday. The 4th of May is, so I don't know why. So as if I've been stung every year by not having my birthday off. But saying that, when it's on a weekend, then that's fine. But yeah, so today I went out with hubby. We went for a game of golf. We went for lunch. So it's just been really nice to chill. I always give myself a couple of days off, and I always book myself massage. And my friends booked me in next week. We're having another Japanese head massage, because she wanted to go for her birthday but didn't have time. And then she said me and actually booked it, and she was like, you were supposed to wait for me. And I'm like, I know, but I just wanted some time out. So we are going together next Friday, so that'll be nice just to have another little treat. It's always nice to have little bits of treats. And I feel like when we're younger, we celebrate by alcohol. I feel like going out, but as we get older, I'm more content. I like to just like relax and chill, and I literally would just come home and then there was a little bit of sun, so I had a lager, can you believe I had a beer? I sat in the garden, but I've gone really tired now. I said to my hubby, I'm going to do a birthday podcast, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come and have my tea, and then we're going to relax for the evening. So I'm going out tomorrow with my friend whose birthday it is as well, and my mum. We're going to go up into Lytham, we're going to go shopping, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have lunch at my mum's. Hubby's got to go to bed because he's working. And then, so then I'll see him in the morning, I'll see him in the afternoon. But I think it's important to do what you want to do on your birthday, to celebrate. If you I always say book a day off, have a massage, have time for you, don't feel guilty. Because otherwise it's sometimes good to just reflect. Reflection is such a big thing in our lives, like reflect. And I feel like it's monumental, isn't it? Like I'm 44 and look at where I am in life. Am I where I am in life? And I can't fault anything where I am and what I've got. And it's all about just building on the foundations, because that all it is. And then reflecting on my business, what stretched me this year, what changed me as a parent. It's been, I feel like this year has just gone crazy. I just feel like it's just gone so fast. Like, you have all these plans to do things, and I've got things coming up, collaborations. I did a business event the other day. But I feel like sometimes we can go at a lower pace. I think that's me at the minute. I'm just happy where I am, and just, why do I need to keep going fast? Like, because I feel like so many people online are just rushing, and they're just in this money mindset, and they just want to earn all this money. But it does show. Online it becomes very exhausting. I've seen a lot of coaches with burnout, admittedly saying they've got burnout, but it happens, and it happens even if you're not a parent. You can get burnout. Business burnout is so real, because we're just trying to achieve. We're also trying to deliver for other people. But when you're like me and you've got a child with special needs, it's harder. So you've got to make sure I need to care for me, to look after my family. And motherhood is just a crazy journey. And this last year, since my last birthday, I'm still been navigating grief. I've lost 5 stone. My sugar levels are so good now. Everything is good. My optimal health is good. And I want to continue doing that. But I also, in age 43 to 44, my son got diagnosed with a rare genetic condition. So it's been crazy. Who'd have thought I'd have had the diagnosis? I was still navigating grief, losing my nan. And then I got thrown into this, and I've not had time to digest it even still. But it's about learning new ways, helping him and supporting him going forwards. So 44 is, for me, is just continue what I'm doing, supporting my son, building good and fostering good relationships with friends, in business, family, doing my home up, all the nice things that I'm just so grateful. Just grateful today. Even though a seagull pooped on my back, it was just good to go out for a walk and just have communication, to have that ease. My husband's only working at the weekends at the minute. Just grateful he's got his health, and so you're always grateful. I don't know what it is when you get older. You get a little bit more emotional, and you worry about people. I constantly worry about people, but gratitude is something that just shifts your energy. It helps you see progress when you feel stuck, and it grounds you when you feel chaotic. So make sure you're writing your 10 gratitudes. And it might seem a lot, but actually it could just be for a good day, for waking up, for that lovely meal, for feeling the earth on your feet. That's gratitude. Just going for something for you. It doesn't have to be, it can be it might be something that you've experienced for you, or something natural. So I'm going to take age 44 as a new reset, and bringing this into manifesting. I'm going to be looking at new standards, new identity, and letting old versions of me go, because I've been working on myself so much this year. I've got such a worry mindset, and that is something that I'm working on. And sometimes it's hard to accept the things that get us down, that we struggle with, that challenge us. We've all got something. We can all probably write something down, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to grab your notes and I just want you to think about this. I want you to write down, and you can share these with me, send me a message, a screenshot. 3 things that you're proud of this year. Could be a promotion, could be weight loss, it could be letting go of old friends, old relationships, saying no, better boundaries, because sometimes we can be stuck in a rut. And 3 things you're grateful for right now. And like I've just mentioned, just the basic things. Don't have to be anything extravagant. Could just be seeing friends, having coffee, having a minute to yourself. And I want you to write 1 version of you're stepping into next. It might be a birthday coming up. Goal setting isn't just about January. I'm always changing things. I like to anchor some goals at the beginning of the year because I like to follow them. I like to nurture them. So I always have a word, mine's vitality. And last year I was working on my weight loss and my health. So I wanted to, it took a year to do that. And there's still a lot of improvement there for my weight. Like, my body shape's changed, not perfect. But whose body is perfect? Without having to have surgery, it's not going to be perfect. But they're my war wounds, my C-section scar, my little stretch marks. We've all got them. Most of us, I feel like we've got something but you know what? I feel like if you're comfortable in a relationship and you get to an age, kind of like, if our partner isn't bothered and doesn't make an issue, and I probably couldn't care less anyway, then it's good that sometimes it's important that other person's supporting us and making us feel good. And I feel like if I had got to my age and I wouldn't have had that person in my corner making me feel good, then I probably would feel rubbish about myself. I've had 17 years of him making me feel good and supporting me, and I just can't believe 17 years has just gone in a flash. It's just crazy. And I said to him today, like, you know, it's good that we have this time, and we're at this place 17 years later, because I thought, like, when you got to a relationship at that age, at that maturity, that you fight and you bicker and things happen. Nothing. It just continues to just move and grow, and I feel like because he's quite chill, it gets me to chill as well. And that's all it is. I'm grateful for just an easy life. You just want that flow. Because sometimes life can just be so chaotic. And if you're living off drama all the time and you're fueled off just this going on and that going on, that's like telling you something then. Like, let's change something. It only just takes one action for you to change your complete trajectory. I think something that I realised this year, birthdays do make you reflect on this, because you give yourself like moments, don't you? And you're celebrating with people, you're talking to people around your birthdays. Is that if you want your life to look different, you can't keep doing the same things. And I don't mean massive, overwhelming changes. I mean the small things, the daily things, the things we don't always think matter. So, for me, it's looking at what I consume. It's like social media, conversations, environments. I had to stop letting certain noises come into my head. And maybe looking at how you speak to yourself. Less self-doubt. And what about adding more self-trust? And I think you get to this stage where you catch negative thoughts early. And if you're having a lot of negative thoughts, I want you to write them down. Why are you having these negative thoughts? Why aren't you proud of yourself on your birthday? What's not working for you? For me, it's also what you tolerate. Energy, people, and certain situations. I've raised my standards so much in the last couple of years. I feel like it does reflect on the way I am. Because we do, like in the workplace, we do stand up for ourselves sometimes a little bit more. And that's really important that we do that. Because if we're not doing that as we're aging, then we're not going to progress in what we're doing. And what you actually follow through on, not ideas, but action, that's really important too. Even when they're messy and inconvenient, put an action in place and follow it through. You don't change your life in one big moment. You change it in the small decisions you make every single day. When you start appreciating where you are, you start moving from panic or pressure, and you start moving forward from a place of intention. And that's when your trajectory really starts to shift. As I'm stepping into this year of my life, I'm not just hoping things change. I'm deciding what I'm changing. My habits, my standards, my energy, and what I say yes to and what I don't. And ask yourself honestly, what's one thing you know you need to change right now? Not 10 things, just one. Because that one shift could completely change the direction your life is heading. A year from now, your life could look completely different, but only if you start moving differently now. Nobody's going to change. Nobody's going to show up for us. No one's going to give us those opportunities. Yes, sometimes people do get things on a plate and we feel like, why did that person get those opportunities? But that person might be doing a lot of behind the scenes work and putting that self-development in. I feel like if you're not putting the self-development in, you're not going to get the return. If I've not done the self-development, I wouldn't have done the podcast. I wouldn't have published my books. I wouldn't have gone into more coaching. I wouldn't be in that effortless flow, because I feel like the universe has rewarded me with what I've got, because I've been positive. I've been speaking positive to the universe. I've been trying to be a good person and helping others. All we can do is try and be the best version of ourselves. Support people, be a good friend, be a good colleague, a good partner. If we're not going to show up for ourselves, how can we show up for other people? It's like when you are asking for relationship advice of your friend, but you don't accept it. But your friend's telling you like a mirrored story of what is happening to them. And you give them the advice. I always say to people, what would you give you the advice? What would be the advice you would give to you if you wasn't you? Because it's so easy to dish out advice, and that is usually comes from the heart, from the gut. It could be anything: relationships, work, opportunities. Sometimes it's just taking a leap of faith, isn't it? Because time is ticking for us as we get older, and it goes really fast. So it's making important decisions, not putting things off if you don't need to. It's like when you are trying for a baby or trying to buy a house. There's never going to be a right time for things, because there's always going to be money challenges and financial pressures. There's always going to be confidence issues. But once we've overcome that, we can move on to the next level. And that's what I want you to do. I want this podcast to do for you. So anyway, I'm going to go now. So yeah, I'm going to have a lovely weekend. I'm off now till Tuesday. So you can send me a message, anything that you are struggling with. All my links are in my show notes. There's a linktree. There's freebies in there. So yeah, send me a message and have a great weekend. And I will speak to you all soon. And happy manifesting. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my linktree. From my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood, to powerful resources and ways we can work together. It's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.